What up? Jeff here with all my Bitcoin Renegades and all my ICP Renegades as well. So I'm a bit sick. I got a test for COVID the other day, and it could be a false positive, but my blood had signs of a viral infection. But I'm feeling well enough to do the video today. I just can't really do my other job, which is just DoorDash for now. So I am making a video. We're going to talk about the weekly price. But before we get into that, I am going to show something that Definity tweeted out. Excuse me if my voice isn't the best. It's kind of raspy right now, but what can you do? All right, let's get right into this. This is going to be a short video tonight, maybe 20 minutes tops. So thank you guys for showing up. My mods are here. Thank you guys. If you guys can, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Really just hit the like. And if you can go to Twitter and like and retweet as well, let's get this video out, because before we get into even the Definity tweet, I want to share something with you. If you guys are ICP holders, you want this video to get out. Why? Well, the more people that hold ICP, the more your bags go up, right? So if you share this, 1 millionaire sees it. Oh, ICP is good. Look at this. Oh man, it's at a low price. Boom, we get a massive, massive influx of money. We go above $5. Your bags are now worth more. So definitely smash that like, share this on your social media sites, and whatever you can do to support, comment, even after the live if you're not here for the live. Let's get that live stream chat up to at least 100 comments before the end of this. Even 50 or 20, 30. Let's aim for some goals for our comments, right? All right, let's get right into this now. I am going to add this. Whoops, wrong one. Sorry. Okay, let's make sure that I have this right. Okay. So this is really cool. I was actually onboarded to the graph, their grant type thing like Definity has, but I didn't like the way they treated me, and so Definity's always treated me with respect and dignity, so I never worked for them. They offered me a grant, and then I got there and it was only bounties, and I don't do bounties. I'm a content creator for YouTube, and I don't do bounty work. Definity has always, been really cool with me. And the reason I say this is because the graph is basically like the Google of blockchains, right? And it manifests AI in Web3. Well, guess what? Definity is now doing that. And I'm glad, because the graph, they don't have the world's leading developers on their side like Definity does. They have so many awesome developers. You got Code and State, you got iDark Studios, you got just ICP Labs. I'm not even sure if they are actually developers or if they just kind of onboard people to gaming or whatever. I'd have to look more into that. But they are now going to manifest AI in the world of Web3. So they have a space coming up with Herbert Yang, presented by Panoni Group and PA News CN. Discover how some of the big AI challenges can be solved with the power of ICP. Tune in, and you can tune into this. It is going to be in about 2 days from now. Set your reminder. If you claim West and win a $50 reward, I don't know what that means. Okay. Well, you'll have to look into that. I mean, we can kind of go to the tweet and look, but I don't really understand what that means. Claim West and win a $50 reward. Let's go look at this. Okay, it's got to be something to do with this site right here, right? And it's legit because Definity tweeted it out, so you don't have to worry about connecting your wallet. Let's take a look at this article. So there's a raffle. It looks like there's 178. It looks like you're going to have to connect your wallet and join the Twitter space. It says July 4th, at 8 p.m. to 9:15 p.m., but I think that's because it's my time instead of Switzerland, so that makes sense. Yeah, so 11 a.m. GMT plus 8, July 5th. That's what's going on. So Panoni presents how AI manifests in the world of Web3. This is going to be really cool. And here's the link to the Twitter Spaces. I'm actually going to put this in the comments right now. Right here, this tweet. And then you can go over to that and you can check it out. So let's just do that real quick. Yeah, Definity's doing some big things, and they actually they really like developers on the internet computer. So if you are a traditional developer and you really want to up your game and challenge yourself, if you think, oh well, traditional gaming got too easy, or whatever, or you're just curious on, Web3, you can turn your Python, your Rust, your C++, JavaScript, you can basically turn any of those into Motoko in less than a week. And if you've never developed before, it only takes 6 months to learn Motoko, is what I've been told by iDark Studios. So that's pretty cool right there. So I just wanted to let you guys know AI is going to be a massive thing when it comes to all of technology. And just like Web3, we are going to incorporate all of the major technology onto the blockchain. That's the next internet, and we call it Web3. So let's get into some charts though now. That's pretty awesome. I didn't even know that tweet went that deep. So go over there, connect your wallet. You could win $50 in USDT. That's amazing. Join that Twitter space. Find out what's going on with AI on the internet computer. And let's leave the graph in the dust. So what we have accomplished here is almost exactly as I predicted, right? I said our next big resistance was about from 450 to 460. We had a high of 458, a swing wick high, and we had a very, very small low of 414. But it looks like we closed. That's really weird. That should be a candle then, or a wick, I mean. Oh, it's because we haven't closed yet. We're at 445. That's why. So definitely looking bullish. This is the biggest area right here where we're going to have to get above. Let's move that down right here. And see, we had a nice small swing wick high right there. But it did go up and touch 460. The coolest part right here, let's actually make this bigger, is the RSI. And what I'm talking about with the biggest indicators on ICP, it's going to be this RSI, right? This is one of them, and we are literally testing a breakout of this weekly RSI right now. This is the most important indicator to decide which way ICP is going to go, if we're going to break out, if we're going to get rejected, and we need volume to confirm that, right? So that is one thing that we're going to have. Now, this is good that we are sitting above $4. And just like I had given an educated guess that we were not going to have a repeat of these scenarios back here, there was no repeat of staying down here, pumping up, and then dumping. This one is continually having higher highs. And then higher lows, and then higher highs. So that's really good for the momentum of ICP. Now let's go look at the volume. I'm sorry I didn't bring this out. Bear with me, I'm sick here. So this is going to be very important as well as the RSI, is the volume. And yes, dude, look at this. We're up 187.86% at $33 million. That is why we're moving to the upside. And this isn't even a whole lot of volume for ICP, but it's like almost triple what we had when we were down here, right? 11 million. Why were people not buying at 417? What? So that's what I want to know is like, okay, why was, okay, let's go to the 7-day. Let's look at the volume down here. 15 million, 14 million, 13, 14, 11, 13, 14, 16, 17, 17, 18, 20, 23. Yeah, people start buying when it goes up. That doesn't make sense. I'd be buying it at under $3, right? If we go to the month, let's see just how much they were buying down here. Okay, some smart people with $41 million, 47, 51, 52, 33, 23. Ooh, it goes down again to 16. What? 15? 17, 16 at $3? Okay, that makes absolutely no sense. Over here, people were smart. This is what makes me think the SEC did this on purpose. Because look, nobody knew that ICP was going to go down to 350 again because of the SEC news. If it wouldn't have been for the SEC, it wouldn't have went down. This looks like an institutional grab or a government grab, which would be cool. I'd hope the government would have a little bit more money to put in ICP than that, but that is where I think our United States government needs to start investing in crypto instead of suing crypto. They could make a lot more money. Say they get $1 billion from suing Coinbase, right? Well, if they put in $100 million at $3.54, they are already up $1, right? ICP is already up $1. So if they put $100 million in right there, they would already be massively in the profit. And then when it goes up and doubles, they'll have $200 million, right? So it would only have to go to, so if they bought in at 354, it has to 10x, that's only if they put 100 million in, 10x to $35 in the next bull run. That's definitely possible, especially if they quit suing Coinbase. They could make $1 billion in less than a year. And it's going to take longer than a year to sue Coinbase and try to prove that ICP is a security. What is wrong with our government? They don't understand crypto. Okay, I understood it when it was in 2020. Bitcoin was at $8,000, and I knew if I could get a full Bitcoin, it would change my life forever. I didn't have enough money at the time, but I bought as much Bitcoin as I could, and I made a lot of money off of Bitcoin. And the same thing is going to happen in the next bull run with ICP. So if our government gets off their high horse and gets some smart people on their side and tell them and show them how to invest at the bottom right here, then they could make a lot of money. Anyway, so let's actually get some indicators that are lower here on the weekly time frame, which are going to be the 21 and the 9, because they are the most relevant to the weekly, right? And then we'll go look at the smaller time frames. But this weekly candle, I'm not talking about the close, just the weekly candles in general are the biggest indicators to tell us exactly what is going on and where our major resistance and support is. As you see, the swing wick high went right above it and closed below the EMA 9. So this is exactly where our resistance on the RSI is going to be. To break out, we're going to need to get above the 21 as well with some volume, and our volume is increasing. That's why we're going up. Last week, we had a low of 380. We had a high of 440, just like Six Figs thought. I think even back here. And then just like I said here, we had a high of 458, and our big resistance was between 450 and 460. So we need to get above both of these. I don't think if we just go up to 491, we're really going to break out of this RSI. We're really going to need some volume. We need to get back above $5, but this is our biggest area of resistance right here. This could give us the momentum to break the 21 as well. That's the 21-week moving average. That means the average price of all of these candles going back 21 weeks, and each one is 1 week. And then you have the 9, which goes back 9 days. So I really think that we have a lot of potential to break out here. I think it might take some real volume, though. I'm thinking at least 50 million or more per day. At 30, 40 million could do it per day. If we can kind of just stay consistent with that, we could break out, but I don't think that we're going to break the 21 without more than 50 million per day in volume. That's going to be a big area. But I think people are already starting to see ICP is not having a big, low sitting average. It kind of just pumped down and then right back up. I think this was just a major fake out, shakeout. We are getting ready for the halving next April. I mean, we're less than a year away from the halving now. So things are actually starting to hopefully recover in the next several months. I'm not worried about the shorter term price. This is just giving everybody a good opportunity to buy in. Actually, if you bought in almost anywhere under this EMA 9 for the last couple of months, you definitely are good. Even if you bought at $5, you need to offset your dollar cost averaging at these lower prices. I would have done it down here, though. That's what doesn't make sense why it's only like 14 million when we're sitting down at these low prices here. People have real FOMO, retail investors, and maybe even some institutional investors. I don't know. Let's get the Bollinger out, because this is going to be another indicator that's going to let us know exactly where resistance and support is. Yeah, so this is going to be, so this is cool. Look at this Bollinger. It's going crazy. We were on our way, moving up over here. We had this dump here. The SEC saw that we were going down a little bit, and they decided to pull the trigger on ICP, even though they don't have any proof. And so we need to get above and close above where we are now. We need to get above at least 456. I would like to see us go up to at least 475 for a confirmed breakout, which is going to almost touch that EMA 21. The Bollinger is really far off on here, so I'm not really worried about that yet. We do have other indicators that are more important than the Bollinger on the weekly. So actually, I want to take a look at the month, because this we don't look at very often. And this looks actually kind of bad, but I'm not really worried about that, because this is on the monthly, right? We went way down. And the crazy thing is they did it right at the end of the month, right? They made it so where we were already going down, and then they did that to us at the end of the month, right? In June, the end of June, or part of June, right? Was it in June or May? Because this is a big down monthly. Hold on. No, it was in June for sure. So they saw that we were going down, and then they released the news, right? They're trying to destroy ICP, the SEC. They're idiots. Because let's talk about that for a second. And I don't say that lightly. Like, I'm not trying to cause problems. I'm not trying to degrade anybody, but that's the stupidest move that they could make. Like I said, if they just would invest in Bitcoin, invest in ICP, okay, ICP is going to revolutionize the internet. Do we want Switzerland to become the #1 world power? I'm just saying, right? If all of the money gets pushed out of the US into Switzerland, where the laws are already in agreement with Definity, then the United States is going to have a very big problem, because our dollar is no longer going to be the global standard, right? If we can pull crypto in and somehow tie, at least certain cryptos that are revolutionary technology, rebuilding the internet. What if the United States pushed out the internet? Okay, let's just say that. Silicon Valley never happens, right? No advancements in tech would be done in America. Silicon Valley would be in Europe somewhere, or in China or Japan, right? So this is the same exact thing. This is Web3. This is the new internet, okay? If the officials don't understand what that is, it's the next internet. Web 1, email. Web 2, internet. Web 3, blockchain. Simple, okay? So what people need to understand in higher places, it is better to work with us than against us. Because if they really want to make a ton of money, like ICP right now, if we can break out to 470 then confirm 450, then we can go up and touch that EMA 21 at a breakout would be probably about $5, $4.90, depending on the volume. Okay, so there's no clear patterns. I do see a kind of ascending triangle if we can move a little bit higher to the upside on the weekly. But as you see, the SEC did this very tactically, which makes me think that they were definitely working with FTX. At least Gary Gensler was. They wanted to destroy ICP, so what they don't understand, they can't do that, though. The only thing they can do is push it out of the United States. Okay, that's it. And they might be able to find Coinbase, but they will not stop the internet computer, right? They can't stop Dfinity from doing what they're doing in another country. Okay, unless it's like I don't know if I can even say that word on here, but unless it's like okay, anyway. That's not a good word to use on here. But if they are doing something that is hurting other people in a major way globally, let's just say that. You know what I mean? Just like in Iraq and Afghanistan back in the day. Okay, so what I want to do is encourage you guys, everybody who's invested in ICP in the bear market that's lost money, or even if you started in the bull market, have patience. I understand life gets hard. You might have to sell your stuff, right? Stuff happens. But don't sell it all. Do whatever you can to make money elsewhere, and let people know about this. Let people understand what the difference is between Web 1, Web 2, and Web 3. It's just the evolution. So what if we just had email? We never moved on to the internet. We never moved on to a global system connected together. Okay, now it's the same thing except on the blockchain, and everybody is so resistant to it, just like the internet. Okay, but nobody sued the people building computers, building the internet. Why are they suing the people that are trying to revolutionize the internet, trying to bring gaming to another level where it adds value to it, right? Because in traditional gaming, you buy something in game and that's it. Your money's gone. You can play it in the game, but you can't resell it. It's worthless. They make the money and you just pay money to play. And if you want to spend money either to buy the game or to buy the upgrades, you're going to lose out on money. That's why I moved from traditional gaming for the most part. I still do some because I enjoy it, but I don't spend money on it anymore, to Web 3, where if you hold an NFT through the bear market to the bull market, it will gain value. And our collection, ICP Renegades, is going to launch in the bear market, which is very good for us. We are going to be able to create a game. We are still looking for developers. We have one in mind right now, but there's some complications I'm not going to talk about on here. But we're trying to make it work. We're going to see. And if that doesn't work, we have other options as well. So is there any advantage as an ICP holder to also get OGY? I might not have it spelled right, origin token. You do have it spelled right. It's just all capital because it is a ticker for the OGY, so you make it all capitals. But I might not have it spelled. Okay, origin token. So you have origin spelled wrong. No, it's ORIGYN. So Origin Foundation is partnering with a lot of projects. They just partnered, I believe, with Yummy. They're partnering with a lot of cool things on the internet computer, which OGY, they make high-end merchandise that you can basically have checked, or they make a high-end merchandise verify, right? They verify high-end merchandise, and they can do it all through smart contracts. So the cool thing is to hold ICP, yes, because the Origin Foundation is definitely one of the biggest projects on there. I know Paris Hilton's on there and other stuff, but I don't care about that, right? I care that they are entwined with Dfinity really well. So that means Dfinity is also connected with some very, very big names in the world. I normally don't go to entertainment stuff because sometimes they're a scam, but not Origin Foundation. They're legit. They're great. So yes, there's big advantages. When ICP goes up, these tokens go up as well. OGY. I've made some nice money on it, as well as you know, just enjoying holding it. But yeah, I think that OGY is going to be a major player coming forward, because the more people that they partner with, right, they're going to be integrated into everything. So more people are going to hold the token because they are working with them. Like, the more you partner with people, the more they come in and collaborate with you. So I hope that's a good answer for you. My brain isn't working 100% because I'm sick, so bear with me. But I'm not too sick. Like, I had a fever of 102 yesterday. Now it's 98.6. So, and the day before I had a fever of 102 as well. So, yeah, Definity airdrop. Remember to go over to that tweet that I put in the link here. There's a $50 USDT reward for that. You're welcome. And they are going to have the space tomorrow. It's going to be right before fireworks go off over here, so that's cool. You can listen in if you're in Pacific Standard Time before the fireworks. You can go light them off because it's not going to be dark at 8 o'clock. So you should have plenty of time. It's 8 to 9:15. Then you can go set off some fireworks after that. If you're in the Central Standard Time, you might need to listen in around your fireworks, right? Especially if you're Eastern Standard Time. But if you're across the world, you know, the 4th of July isn't a huge thing unless you're from America, right? So that's pretty cool. I think that's all we're going to have for today. I do want to take one more quick look at this ascending triangle just to see if it's there on the weekly. And then we're going to go. Okay. So back here, so this line, this is kind of what I was talking about. We have an ascending line right here, and we kind of have a breakout of an ascending triangle. It's on a 2 weeks right here with a breakout right there. So we actually didn't get the third weekly close because there wasn't enough volume. And whenever that happens, there's a lot of volume, right? You can see down here the volume. So nice volume, consistent volume right there. Boom, boom, boom. See how this went down right here? And then we have a red one. So when the volume grows, we go up. When the volume decreases, we get a red candle. So the same thing over here. We actually had the same amount of volume, which, you know, if somebody's trying to manipulate or people are scared or whatever, but it didn't grow right here. See? So it looks like if it's either equal to or less than, then we can't go up, but we need more volume consistently. But at least there's good consistent volume. Even if we did have one red candle in the middle right here, we got a green candle after that. So I think more people were just trying to sell and get in at a lower price, honestly. They couldn't push it down too far, though. If we can break out of this, I would actually even bring this thing right here. If we can close above this by next week, then we're going to be good. Because as you see, look at this, all the way back here, this is where it closed under. We need to get above and stay above that on this weekly close. So it has to be at least above 445. Or let's see, what is this? 437, sorry. It didn't give me the actual price over here. I don't think. Nope. Okay, so that is pretty interesting to see. We did have kind of a big pump up here and then a big dump, and we didn't see that here. So we have to look at those things in context of the past. So that's all I wanted to say. Those are pretty cool. So I think that I should be feeling better. Today is just Monday, so I'll probably be making something on Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 1 a.m. UTC. I know that's kind of bad for people across the world, but most adults stay up till 1 a.m., even if they're getting up pretty early. So, and also on Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we are going to go live, and that is for my people across the world. I have moderators from Pakistan. I have moderators from Africa. I have moderators from Germany. I have moderators from the United States. I have moderators from all over the world, and I thank you guys so much for your support. They're going to be part of the team in my end on the NFT project, how we're splitting the NFTs for the team or the project money and stuff like that. Not the grant, but they will get bonuses for that. I'm trying to make it worth it to my moderators for their time. So if anybody else wants to become a moderator, you're a good person. The team will vote on it and let you in if we all agree. And if it's tied, then I make the final decision. But I want to have this be a democracy. I want every single person to have a clear understanding of their place in our community. Just like you guys on here, you have a really big job as it comes to being active, commenting, leaving likes, all of that kind of stuff really helps us push the word out about ICP. They make your bags worth more, and they will eventually make all of your NFTs worth more too. So if you hold anything on the internet computer, you're a developer on the internet computer, you're an influencer on the internet computer, you're going to want to push these videos out. So let's count on your support for this. All right, guys, that being said, goodbye and good ICP.